We both finished watching all the recent episodes of Star Wars Skeleton Crew, and we need to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Is this show actually worth your time? Now, look, I know that Star Wars fans are incredibly diverse in what they want out of this franchise. Some people want fun, some want lore, some just want mind-blowing visuals, and some want it all. The truth is, whether or not you'll enjoy Skeleton Crew really depends on the kind of fan you are. And that's exactly what we are going to cover in this video.
Exactly. And to be fair, not every Star Wars project has to be for every fan. It's a massive galaxy with so many different tones and stories that can be told. That said, Skeleton Crew is clearly aimed at fans looking for a light, adventurous experience. If you're someone who loves a more episodic, fun-for-fun's sake style of storytelling, then you might actually find this show pretty enjoyable. Think of it as a blend of Stranger Things and classic sci-fi adventure tropes. It's a group of kids trying to navigate the galaxy, getting into trouble, and learning a few life lessons along the way. The stakes are smaller, the tone is lighter, and the show doesn't weigh itself down with Star Wars lore.
And that's really the first thing to highlight. This show is not about deep lore. It doesn't spend much time tying itself to the broader Star Wars universe. Yes, there are recognizable elements here and there. The planets, the ships, the general aesthetic, but it's not the kind of story that will make you sit back and go, wow, this completely changes how I think about Star Wars. And honestly, for some people, that's exactly what they're looking for right now. After years of Star Wars shows and movies that rely on callbacks and fan service, Skeleton Crew is more of a standalone piece. It's self-contained, easy to follow, and doesn't require a ton of homework to understand.
Yeah, and let's not downplay that. There's definitely an audience for this kind of storytelling. If you've got younger viewers in your house who are just starting to explore Star Wars, or if you're someone who wants a break from the heavier, more complicated Star Wars stories, Skeleton Crew might be exactly what you need. It's the kind of show you can throw on after a long day and just enjoy for what it is, a simple, fun adventure. It's not trying to be a game changer. It's just trying to entertain.
All right, but let's talk about the flip side of this. Because for every fan who's going to enjoy Skeleton Crew's lighter tone, there's another fan who's not going to be interested. If you're someone who's in love with the deeper, more intricate parts of Star Wars, this show is probably going to feel like a letdown. And let's be real here. A lot of the Star Wars fandom falls into this category. We're talking about the passionate fans who grew up analyzing the prequels, who have strong opinions about the Clone Wars, or who were completely blown away by the depth of a show like Andor. Those fans are probably not the target audience for Skeleton Crew.
Exactly. One of the things that makes Star Wars so special is its ability to balance fun with substance. Even in the original trilogy, you had these light, adventurous moments mixed with this really rich, thematic storytelling. There were stakes, there was a sense of purpose behind everything. Skeleton Crew doesn't have that. The stakes feel small, the characters feel, I don't want to say shallow, but let's just say they're not as fleshed out as we're used to. It's entertaining in the moment, but it doesn't linger with you. You're not going to finish an episode and sit there pondering the moral or philosophical implications of what just happened. It's just not that kind of show.
So everyone wants to know if this new Star Wars show, Skeleton Crew, is worth watching. And honestly, it really depends what type of fan you are.
Yeah, people need to understand this. How would you explain these different types of fans?
Here's the brutal truth. I'll do my best to not be biased here. If you're a fan who's looking for something light, a bit of sci-fi fun, and an easy, entertaining watch, Skeleton Crew is worth checking out. It's a new adventure, the visuals are great, and it's got enough charm to keep you entertained if this is your tea. Just don't go in expecting anything groundbreaking that connects to the main storyline, because that's not what this show is trying to be. But if you're the kind of fan who prefers rich lore, characters that you can really get behind, and stories that feel like they matter in the Star Wars universe, Skeleton Crew is probably not for you. And honestly, that's okay. Not every Star Wars project is going to target that audience. And I'm doing my best to accept that. I think that's the best way to approach it, is to go in with no expectations. That way you're less likely to be disappointed. It's just really difficult at times to do that because of how much potential Star Wars has.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it all comes down to knowing what kind of Star Wars fan you are. If you know what you're looking for, you'll know whether or not this show is worth your time. So what do you guys think? Is Skeleton Crew worth it? Are you planning to watch it, or are you giving it a pass? Let us know in the comments and make sure to subscribe for more Trooper Talks. Catch you guys next time.